The Cleveland Cavaliers are being completely disrespected by the NBA and by the gaming community as a whole. Welcome back to Cavs Digest, everybody. Billy BB with you, talking a little bit about video games. NBA 2K was released on September 6th. I know a little bit of people wait a little longer to get it just because of Madden and NCAA 25. But it is in the news. It gives us a look at what people overall are thinking about the Cavaliers. Thank you for joining us here on Cavs Digest. I urge you to subscribe. Topics like this, when they drop, when they happen, we'll be jumping into it. I know a lot's happened with the Cavaliers lately. They bring Tristan Thompson back. Some other news that's kind of been working with them. So you want to be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you jump on YouTube. The latest video is sitting there for you. You can also get informed when we drop a new video. It's been a crazy summer. It's been a busy summer. If you jumped on with us when we started this summer, you have definitely reaped the rewards of staying informed because a ton has happened with the Cavaliers. So we're very, very excited for that. So be sure to subscribe to stay up on the info. As I just mentioned, the Cavaliers, NBA 2K25 is out. If you are a gamer, again, you may be waiting just because of Madden and NCAA 25, so we'll just preview, kind of let you know what you're getting into when you decide to get the game, whether it be for PlayStation or Xbox. Look, I think this is a fun look and a preview of the team and what kind of the world thinks of the Cavaliers, not just the Cleveland community, which I think can get a little tight on the Cavs and what they think about this group. Look, we've gone over it with the tiers for this team, right? So we've talked about this team and their tiers, and a lot of the time they are the forgotten stepbrother, middle child situation, like, hey, they're never going to crack our top such and such, right? I think that's how a lot of people are looking at this Cavs team, and when we get to the ratings here in just a second, not much different, okay? It's not much different with NBA 2K. The Cavaliers are kind of that tier 3 in the East, tier 4 in the NBA. Let's see what they do. They've got some good bodies to stay in it, but are they the great ones? So we're going to talk about them as a team, go through their ratings. We're also going to discuss the players being disrespected on this ratings list, and that list coming from NBA2KRatings.com, kind of going through all the teams and breaking them down and whatnot. So it just gives you some insight on what they'll be ranked when the game first comes out. Again, 2K's fluid, changes, right? Changes week to week. Guys have a huge week. They'll actually tweet out and say, oh, Donovan Mitchell's now a 91, a 92, a 95. I think the highest Donovan Mitchell's ever been is a 93. So, he's been that upper echelon, but not that 98, 99 GOAT status like LeBron, like Kyrie got to. I think it's always funny when the guy on the cover, Jason Tatum, is not a 99. It just makes me feel like, hey, they might have done it for other reasons. But we will talk about them as a team, what players are being disrespected. We're also going to mention today kind of something interesting the Cavaliers are doing. They've got Media Day coming up, but they leave straight from Media Day to... I'll let you know later in the video. Stay tuned here on Cavs Digest. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into the 2K ratings. Here is the Cavaliers ranking as a team. They're a Tier 2 team. Solid. Love to hear that. I believe that's what they are in general. Tier 2 team. 81 overall. That's drinking the haterade. Can't get into that. Hate that. I think the Celtics are the top tier, right? That's the best in the league. Everybody considers them so. They are the top dog. They are the big dog. I would say they are a 95 or a 96, maybe even a 97 overall as a team. I think they are a loaded roster, even with Al Horford exiting. So I think the Cavs would be more towards an 87 or an 88 overall. Inside scoring a 74. I don't know. Are you adding Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley into that? Because that's where they get most of their points is dunks and finishes at the rim. And Donovan Mitchell's a terrific finisher at the rim. However, if we're looking at team, all right, those are your three guys that score on the inside. Killer. Outside, get out of here. Sam Merrill, Max Strus, Dean Wade, Donovan Mitchell, the ghost of Darius Garland. I'm saying that because I don't know what Darius Garland we're going to get this season. I think the Cavs are more towards an 85 or an 86. Athleticism in 83. They've got some age on them, so I understand that. A guy like Evan Mobley, very athletic, Donovan Mitchell's extremely athletic, but, I don't consider Darius Garland athletic. I consider him fast and shifty. Their defense down there, a 65. I just think that's wrong. They pride themselves on their defense. They've been a top 15 defensive team, so that should be more in the high 70s, low 80s. Rebounding, respect the big men. Respect the big men. That's a tandem right there. Snagging your rebounds. Gotta love it. And then potential in 84. Again, I think their peak 87, 88. So I think they should be at an 85 to start the year. Getting into specific players, here's a look at the starting lineup. Donovan Mitchell at a 92. I think that's accurate. 85-3, accurate. 92 dunk. Yep, that's accurate. Evan Mobley an 86. Yes. That actually looks good. Jarrett Allen, an 84 overall. I think he should actually be an 86 or an 87. Probably the second best player on our team just because of consistency. Darius Garland, 82. Yeah. And this will be another, again, we've talked about it. This will be a deciding year for him. He will either end the year at an 86 or an 87, or he will be down to a 78. For Caris LeVert, a 77, accurate. They got the starting lineup perfect. That looks terrific. I think it's pretty good. And if you take the average of that starting group, you're around an 87 or an 86, like I said they should be. Looking at the next group, the bench group, this is probably the reason you're in the low 80s, right? Max Strus, that's accurate, 77. I think he's a better three-point shooter, but that's all he's going to give you. Isaac Okoro, the fact that they're saying Okoro and Strus are about the same three-pointer should tell you what's going on. And then, that finishing at the rim should be a little higher in my opinion. Sam Merrill, they said shooter god, which you love to see. At least if he's open, he's hitting. And again, Strus and Niang here being about the same three-point shooter, I don't think so. And I think they're trying to be nice to Niang, give him that 73, because he'll probably be very playable. He's very playable in this game, but I think he should be a 68 or a 69. Let's get to our guy that's being disrespected here, Dean Wade. Dean Wade has proved himself. He has developed himself. He's a great defender and a great shooter. He had highlight moments last year for the Cavaliers. That TNT game where they beat the Celtics. My boy's a 75. He's a 76. He's a 77. Help me out here. 2K. Do you look at the Cavs roster? Do you know much about it? Killer. Not much more to talk about. You got those young guys. I think that's fair for Jalen Tyson, who's a mid to late first rounder. Tristan Thompson, pretty accurate. I don't know if they know Isaiah Mobley's not on the team. Imani Bates, unfortunately, it's probably accurate, and same with Pete Nance. So that's it again. One more look at the starters. Again, I think is extremely accurate there for the Cavaliers. And then one more look at the team overall right here. So that is the Cavaliers on 2K this year. The big one's Dean Wade. The disrespect of having him at that lower 70s is killer. This is a high 70s, low 80s player. Development project that's come along nicely. Really proved himself to be viable for the Cavaliers. Really looked good. Oh, looks like we actually ran out of time in this one. So we will talk in the future about where the Cavs are going. You'll have to subscribe and stay tuned. Drop down to the comments. What do you think about the Cavaliers rating? I think they're fun to play with, which means this was probably a disrespectful rating. I think they got the starting lineup right, but not the team overall. Drop down in the comments. Let us know what you think.